my bonus action to help Yingu stand up,
Sure.
get him out of the water there.
Sure.
I'll reach over, give him a hand, pull him up to where he's not prone anymore.
Cool. Your fist just like moving a mile a minute, and then but your other one's just gently picking Gengu up as you're just sitting here just fucking hitting jabs.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
decided to join the party.
I'll let you
I
have
don't know
all
why the
fun
stream
there.
got delayed.
Nice swing.
Huh? Thanks
Sorry.
for the
I'll end my turn here.
All right. That'll bring us to Bastion just before Gengu. Bastion's gonna swing on this feller. Bastion is also looking pretty messed up. He's gonna whip his flail around a couple times. And that is not gonna hit. He's gonna go for it again. That one will definitely hit. He does a grand total of 15 points of bludgeoning damage to this feller. Alright, that'll end his turn. Gengu, it is you.
Righty. Well, I'm just gonna smack this dude right in front of me.
Alright,
What else can I do?
swing
What
away.
else can you do?
26 to hit.
That'll hit him.
20. What is it? 23 damage.
23 damage. It is severely bloodied at this point.
And then I'm gonna smack again.
Alright,
Just had someone come to my doorbell. 17.
17 will hit.
Alright. And we're gonna hit him for 19 damage.
19. Alright, still standing, but on death's door.
Jesus Christ.
Just barely. Alright. After
Uh,
Gengu,
That's it. Yep.
we will move to Rango.
Be right back.
Okay, hearing the rumbling, my sense of dread is gonna once again kick in, and gonna get up here. But during this movement, gonna have shoot. Actually, yeah. From here, what is this elevation relative to the ice wall?
You are kind of like still about like 15 feet below the top of the ice wall. I think it was about 30 feet tall, and it's about 10 feet up from where the ice wall was. But you can kind of see, poking over the top of the ice wall, you can actually see this creature just a little bit. There we go. So you see just flames just kind of emitting off of whatever this thing is back there. And you can see what appear to be kind of wings fluttering behind it.
There's like a large set of wings.
Like probably like 2 or 3 times big as you can imagine, but it's like just the tips of the wings just kind of fluttering.
I see. I'm gonna send Chuchi up higher to get a better look.
Okay. Does Chuchi drop the necklace to you?
No.
No. Okay. So Chuchi just goes straight up in the air with the necklace in his mouth. He can see clearly over the top of the wall.
I want to use Chuchi's action for this
Okay.
to like gain as much information as possible.
Cool. I mean, if you want to do like a if you do a perception check, I can tell you more about it. But I mean, you can see it, what it is, so he can describe it to you.
All right.
But if you would like extra detail, you can have him roll a perception.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's perception. It's fucking awful. I'm pretty sure that's how I roll that. So, 5.
All right, cool. So first thing Chuchi does is he goes up and he begins describing this creature to you that he sees. Hey, Rango, it's real big and it's got like it's just engulfed in flames, man. It's got horns and red skin, and it's got a bunch of skulls all over it. And it's got these big wings, and they look like big, like leathery tarps or something like that. And it also, it's wielding some sort of weapons. I see a sword, and it looks like it's like emitting lightning. And then I see I don't know what that is. It's like a big line of fire, like a whip of some kind. I'm not really too sure about it. And also, the ice is melting pretty quickly, so I think it's pretty hot just to stand next to that thing.
Okay. Righto. And then I'm gonna have him come down.
Okay. Is that what you wanted?
Great. And then... Yeah. Fuck. You decide if there's... I guess bonus action, I'm just gonna yell out generally to everyone, fellas, need to run.
Okay.
And then I'll just fucking point at the giant fire over the wall.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
I believe that's all I've got.
Cool. So, what did you use for your action?
Dash.
Ah, I see. All right. That'll bring us to these fellas here that are still alive. The one on the right is gonna go after Ojutai since he kind of stepped right up. Does he still roll a disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I got reset.
He's gonna try to claw at you. 11's not gonna hit. He's gonna try to claw at you again. 20.
20 does hit.
All right. He slashes at you, and you take 11 points of slashing damage. Is his next attack at disadvantage?
No. Once he gets through that once.
Cool. He's gonna bite you. 20.
20 hits.
All right. You take 11 more points of piercing and 17 points of necrotic.
28 total. Cool.
Yep. All right. This one is going to attack Bastion. It's gonna claw at him. That's gonna hit. That's 9. He's gonna claw again. That's not gonna hit. He's gonna try to bite. And that's not gonna hit. Alright. Bastion is... He looks like a dead man walking at this point. Harpy is Harpy's turn. Harpy is going to light up his fist, and he's going to slam down at this thing that's attacking Bastion. That is not going to hit. He's going to do it again. That's a nat 20 from Harpy.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That is 26 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Hog.
And this thing is bloodied. Still standing, though. Okay. Saoirse.
Yeah.
All you.
Okay. Okay. Going to begin to back up here. Full movement about here. Let's see. Can I see anyone? Oh man.
Oh man.
Alright, this is about the same distance. Alright. Moses there. Alright. Alright, I'll move here in the water in front of Rango. And I'm gonna throw another healing word down. Oof, oof. Spell slots are hurting, boys. Hurting badly. To Bastion.
Okay.
We'll go third level. That's my last one of that. Decent roll. 14.
14 to
Bastion.
Bastion. Oh, I just took 14 away. He died.
He's dead.
All right. Cool.
Shit, I forgot to hit the necrotic switch off.
Damn,
God, just light
Bastion,
drained him, bro.
he
What
just
the
melts
fuck?
away. All right, he is still extremely bloodied, but
Yeah.
he looks, not dead. So,
Alright, and could I no, I mean I don't really know what more information we can gather. Could I perceive if I have any understanding of how much longer the ice wall will hold? Like
Sure.
in terms of like a combat round sort of
yeah.
timeline? Okay. Throw a little perception check out there. That's good. 28.
Yeah. So as far as melting away, this thing's probably got about another like 20 to 30 seconds before it just melts completely away.
Okay.
And that's without any kind of physical damage done to it.
Right, from the monster. Okay, so if he does nothing, we're chilling at 3 rounds. If he does something, probably within the next round or 2. Okay. All right. I'll look back at Rango and just be like, brother, that thing's coming through, whatever it is. What did Chuchi see? Do it. Do it.
Fuck, I don't even. I'll be honest. I'm gonna let y'all
Big
down.
whip, man. Big whip, lightning damage, man.
It just sounds like whatever the Bullrog. It's the fucking Bullrog. No, I'll just say
I'm just fucking with you.
giant fiery demon.
Yeah. Ah, was worried about that. All right. Only got a couple more tricks up my sleeve, and then I'll be done.
As this conversation was happening, Cormit kind of runs up to this pillar right here. And he looks over around the pillar towards you two. Hey, what should I do? I really don't know what to do. Kind of panicking, which is not normal for me.
He's looking towards who?
You and Saoirse.
Run!
Which direction?
I'm gonna be pointing the direction that we've been going.
All right, cool. He's gonna use his action to do a dash action and run past.
As he
these
runs
three.
past me, I'll just yell out to him. Just take another pull from the flask and make sure that gun's unjammed or that weapon's unjammed.
I'm all out of alcohol.
Don't know what a gun is.
All
A
right.
lot of alcohol. Oh no, our boy is panicking. That's not good.
Cool.
Rolls.
Let me roll something real fast.
Fuck.
That is something around 50 damage. Well, let me roll another thing real fast.
Just.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
All right. Cool. So you guys see these two walls just shatter as this giant lightning engraved sword is just surrounded by lightning, just kind of pokes through the wall and then just slices through the other wall, and then it just kind of bursts out. And then standing on the other side, you see this. As soon as it breaks through, it looks straight towards Saoirse and Rango
Hell yeah.
and gives
As
a
do.
big shit-eating grin. And then it's going to use all of its movement and fly just straight. So it's just hovering above the water, but it's coming straight at you guys, flying at you.
No.
Okay.
And that
okay.
it uses action to break the wall. So it's we're back to the top of the order. So Durnan,
Do we see quickly? Do we see anything following him?
no,
Okay. Okay.
not with in the immediate vicinity.
Is this thing's skin red?
Yes, and it's literally just got flames emitting off of it.
And you said there's a bunch of skulls.
Yeah,
Like
so,
hanging off of it, like decoration, or
Yeah, and like they don't look
Trophies,
like
bro,
they
trophies.
don't look like human skulls. And like it's basically got a belt, and along its belt loop there's these giant skulls, and then like it's got basically knee pads made out of skulls, and these skulls are huge.
motherfucker. Okay.
All right. Durnan sees this thing come storming out, and he looks over towards Rango and Sersha, and you see kind of in his eyes, he just kind of begins dwindling a little bit, and he gives just kind of like a huff, and he looks at both of you. Hold on. And then he's gonna turn and he's gonna run to the edge of this thing, of this right here, and he's just gonna jump. And he's just gonna jump up in the air and just come swinging down at this thing. That is not gonna hit. He's gonna make a second attack. That one will hit. The third will hit. And a fourth will hit. Cool. Durnan, during this action, does a total of 35 damage. Okay. Let me do something real fast. So that is... Okay. 35. Okay. And... You see as Durnan swipes down on this guy, on this giant demon. After his last hit, he's standing extremely close to it, and his, like, he just kind of ignites in flames.
Durden does?
Yeah.
What the...
Alright. Ojitai, it's your turn.
All right. That thing takes priority, I think. All right. Let me know if you're even gonna let me do this. I want to try to use the shape of flowing water, but instead of making like a wall with it, I want to try to basically make a column and try to push this thing to a side away from me.
Okay, I will let you go ahead and do it. And I will say, because it's not necessarily your strength. Let me look at Ojichai's character sheet really fast.
It's his power of will, dude.
Power
He's
of will.
willing the ice into existence. Does
Power of will.
Do you have a spell
DC
mod?
for my key features, which is currently 18 because of the belt.
Okay, so 18.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's gonna make a strength save against that.
Okay.
Dude, you push it.
Og.
Sweet.
Where would you like? How far? How big is this?
I'm say like a 8-10 foot diameter column of ice shooting out of the water at an angle.
Okay.
And this direction.
All right, cool.
And
We'll say that you push him probably about 30 feet back. He is in the air. It kind of knocks him off his feet, or out of the air, and he kind of lands on his feet on the ground back there. So basically up to about halfway up his shin now is in the water.
How tall is it?
This thing's about I mean, it was peeking over the edge of that ice wall, and I think the ice wall was about like 30 feet, but it was standing on this thing, so it's about 25 feet tall.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I really had.
Okay. Oh, that'll bring us to Bastion. Bastion's gonna see what's going down over here. He's going to kind of grab onto like. Well, first he's just gonna swing away at these guys because these guys are a threat in front of him, and he's hurting pretty bad. That's gonna hit. Second blow. Also gonna hit. That is 25 damage. All right. You see this one right here die. And after that, that was all of his attack, his actions. He is going to begin walking past Gangu. Gangu, as he walks past you, he pulls something. He reaches into his armor plate, and he reaches out for a folded up piece of paper that's covered in blood and kind of holds it up against your chest for you to grab.
Yeah.
All right.
Grab it.
You grab it, and
Grab
he
it.
is going to use his movement, and he's going to get over kind of close to Durnan, who is in the water. So the flames, like, he didn't really just fully engulf in flames, like just like his like kind of like garments that he was wearing, his cape kind of like lit on fire, and he took a little bit of damage from that, but it's kind of all begin simmering out now, especially because he's standing in the water. So he's no longer just engulfed. He wasn't never really originally engulfed in flames. He just kind of took light a little bit. Cool. Gangu, that brings us to you now. There is one more of these undead creatures standing before you in Ojatai and Harpy.
We smacking.
All right.
Nat 1. Wait, no, 7. 18 total. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Whew.
Awesome.
You really killed Ojatai there.
You got 28 damage.
28 damage. All right, you kill that one. You just smash Goomba it, and it just smashes into the ground flat like a pancake.
And then I run.
Okay.
And then we do some running.
Somewhere over here.
Very good.
And that's
Cool. All those creatures are dead. So that Ringo, it is your turn now.
Yeah. I'm gonna start blasting.
Okay.
I'll have Chuchi help me on the first one. Never mind. I'm gonna save Chuchi for now. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. For 12 magical force and send him back
Okay.
10 feet.
Is there a size thing for that, or can it just automatically happen?
Let me double check the size thing. No, there is not a size thing. Thank God.
Cool. All right. He goes 10 feet back.
And then we're blasting again.
All right.
22 to hit for
That'll hit.
10 magical force and another 10 feet back. Then we're blasting again. 26 to hit for 10 magical force.
Another 10 feet or...
Another 10 feet. And then a little shimmer of the wrist. Ooh, 13 to hit.
No, that does not hit.
Or... Oh, whoops. Duh. My bad.
Not used to being told
yeah,
no.
Yeah, dude. 18 to hit.
No.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, then Chuchi's helping on the last one. I'm sorry. Like rolling the dice just preemptively. It's my bad. Yeah. 29 to hit.
Yeah.
For 11 magical force and another 10 feet.
All right.
And then
Cool. You blast him pretty much right up against this wall back here.
Perfect. And then I am gonna be going behind this pillar.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Harpy.
Sit Chuchi out so I can see.
Harpy looks at you, Ojitai. Do we fight?
I'll just shake my head. I don't think
Okay.
so, Harpy.
Cool. And then with just blistering speed, just dashes and just goes flying past Gengu. And just emotionless running. That'll bring us to Saoirse.
All right. I'm gonna look over my shoulder and yell to Rango. I've got an idea. It may not work, but I'm gonna need Chuchi. Have him follow me. And then I'm gonna just dash forward. I'm not gonna dash forward, but I'm gonna use my movement and get to here.
Okay.
And then, if you allow me to use my bonus action to voice again, I'm gonna
Okay.
yell out at this thing.
Chuchi did use his action already this turn.
Right. Alright. So, but after my turn, does the start of the round reset that? Or it's the start
yeah.
of Cole's next turn?
Yeah, it'll go back to the top of the order, but it's you and then another thing after you.
Right. Okay.
The
okay.
big man.
It'd be fine. It'd be fine. All right. And so I'll use the bonus action to yell out at this thing, and just be like, just start laughing. And I need to put on the biggest poker face of my life here. You've gone your whole existence, every moment leading you up to this point, to meet a sorry bunch of fuckers who are gonna kill you. And just start laughing. I'm just trying to draw it to. I'm trying to piss it off.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess like if I could roll, so I'm just trying to divert. It's essentially trying to goad it at toward me.
Right. Cool. You succeed.
Okay, very
it
good.
uses all of its movement and flies to here.
Okay.
You know what? I'll let you make an attack opportunity on that because he posterized you, dude.
All right.
Nuts in face as he flew over.
Now is as good a time as any. Sorry, I won't have Chuchi's help. It's fine. I'm going to use my reaction instead of an attack. Oh, I guess it's still an attack opportunity, but my Warcaster to cast a spell.
Okay.
For my reaction, I pull out the cubic gate.
Okay.
And I double click the infernal. Wasn't there one side that was like the infernal realm or something like that? I'm gonna double tap that side and cast plane shift on it.
All right.
I have to, I believe, if I've done my quick maths, I have to roll a spell attack on it since it's
Yes.
unwilling.
So plane shift is you and up to 8 willing creatures.
Okay.
The third
Did I read it that I
paragraph
can
third
cast it
paragraph
on
is
Alternatively,
cast it on an unwilling creature, right? Where it doesn't take. If it takes me, that's fine too.
yeah, you can. You can.
Okay.
Make a
If it
melee
if
spell
it
attack
takes me,
against
that's
it.
fine too
No,
because
no,
I
no.
have a way out there as well.
No, it does not take you. Okay.
All right.
Cool. So it needs to make a what save?
It's
I
not
have
a
to
save.
hit it first, and
Oh.
then it makes a save.
Okay, yeah.
There's a lot of layers.
Okay, go
This
for it.
is- All right.
Plus
so,
10 to the roll, right?
Right. So I think I just roll a d20 and add 10, and
Okay.
hope it fucking hits, and then he makes a charisma save.
Okay.
A charisma
Oh,
save.
come on, bro. Please. God! A 3?
Does the 13 hit?
Hell,
does the
of
13 hit?
course
No.
Not.
It
Can
doesn't.
I
Oh,
An
God,
18
Jesus
give him-
Christ.
can I give him my point of inspiration?
Dude.
Hit it
You know
again!
what? I'll let you do it. Roll another
Oh my
d20.
God.
I'll let you mark that inspiration point off. You've been holding on to it.
Hey.
Mark
Oh,
that
I
out.
have. Now's good a time as ever.
Oh, it's a 14. Oh my god, it's
Oh, 24.
cocked, but it gave me the 14. That's 24 to hit.
24 to hit. All right, it needs to make a charisma save.
Charisma DC 17 save.
It needs to be to 17.
Yes, charisma DC 17.
He saves.
So you see this thing, you smack, like, explain to me how you do this.
Okay, as he flies over, I imagine he lands in between
Yes.
both of us.
And then looks down at you.
looks down
like,
at me,
towering over you, and just grins at you.
and I will pull the cubic gate without even looking up at him.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Rubik's cube, fucking flip that thing to the side.
Uh-huh.
Hold my hand over it, and then slowly look up and be like, "Gotcha," and then hit it twice.
Cool. So you hit it twice. There is a big flash of light, and it's like this bright orange light because you are doing to the 9 hells, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This big orange flash of light, and it's almost blinding everybody in the whole cavern. It just kind of your vision's just taken away from this flashbang.
Uh-huh.
You all begin kind of rubbing your eyes. It's quiet for a moment. You clear your eyes, and you look up, and it's still standing above you, smiling down on you. And you see that already at this point, its sword is coming down in a swing on top of you.
Okay.
Does a 31 hit you?
It does. Probably die here.
You take 18 points of slashing
Okay.
and 8 points of lightning.
Oh, lightning. Oh, he hit me with his sword, not his whip. I was hoping it was going to be his sword. Okay, 8.
All right.
All right. I'm still alive. Okay.
Cool. So you do that to it. It looks away from you for a moment, and it kind of cracks his whip. And how far away is Durnan? Well, within range. And cracks his whip, and he goes to whip at Durnan. That's a 23. That'll hit. All right. So that is. Okay. Alright, you see Durnan gets smacked by this whip. He needs to make a save. He does not save, so... Cool. You see Durnan, the whip kind of wraps around his legs that are already kind of mangled from earlier, that are still healing, and it wraps around him, and he smacks against under the water, and it just pulls him right here, up in his aura here.
Right above the nuts.
Yeah, right above the nuts. Okay. And I believe...
Serge, you're gonna have to Tony Balls him.
Okay, I believe that is his turn finished. So Durnan will start his turn in his aura.
Fucking try
So
again.
he takes
Okay, and there's one more charge on it.
another 9 points of fire damage. even though it is his turn. Okay. Durnan has this whip around him. He's on the ground, and he's just prone on the ground underneath this thing. So he is going to just take his sword that he has and just begin just trying to cut while on the ground at this thing, and out of desperation at this point. That does hit at disadvantage. He's going to make another attack. Also hits at disadvantage. Another attack. Still hitting at disadvantage. He don't miss. All 4 hit, even though at disadvantage.
God damn. Durnan?
Hell yeah.
Durnan.
Okay.
Please.
He
Durnan
does a
just-
whopping
Holy shit.
42 damage.
Let's go. Let's go, Durnan.
Durnan.
Fucking,
Dude.
that's some
Guys
last stand
down,
shit.
but not out,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
I think I skipped Cormit. He's going to run earlier. Cormit gets to hear. All right. Cool. Ojatai, it is your turn now. Durnan is underneath this thing, prone.
Right. First thing I'm gonna do is bonus action drink a potion of healing because I'm real hurt.
Okay.
Cool. That doubles my hit points.
Nice.
Back to double
From
digits.
4 to 8. No, I'm just kidding.
Not that far off.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna take a step forward to where I'm not in the water here anymore, and I'm gonna try to do similar to last time. Gonna try to do a column of ice from like over here. And there's just like a column. Actually, I'm gonna do it over here, and
Alright.
try to basically pin this guy into that column.
So he's
Stop his
stuck between the
movements.
ice and the
Yeah.
column.
Okay,
here.
so you're raising ice back here and you're trying to pin him where?
Trying to push him towards this column that
Okay.
Cole is highlighting. Try to
Yep.
hold him in place for a moment.
Okay. So similar thing. He's just gonna do a strength save. What did he have to beat?
18.
Cool. You'll know what happens on his turn. But for right now, he is pressed up against the column with this ice in between him and the column.
Alrighty, and from there, go in measuring mode. Start running over here.
All right.
Try to get a little bit of cover from his line of sight.
Oh, very good.
All I got.
Okay. We move on to Bastion, who is going to run over and try to fucking hit this thing.
Jesus Christ. The fucking Hammer Bros are bros for real.
Yeah, dude.
His bro
Or
is
the Hammer
in
Squad. The Hammer
flames.
Squad.
His bro is inside the flames here. That's definitely gonna hit. He's gonna strike again. All right, both of those hit. Oh, I forgot to do something for Durnan. Well, we might just make it a combination here. All right, that is 22 damage to this thing. All right, at this thing's starting to look, the flames are beginning, they start to wither out just a little bit on this thing. And there is a lot of like gashes and cuts on him. But I forgot for Durnan that with each melee attack, he takes damage along with our friend Bastion. So we'll just do it all in one big thing.
I was gonna ask it on my turn, but since you brought it up, to be clear, these
Okay.
hits are appearing to hurt him. He's not
Yes.
just okay.
Yes. So, yeah, Durnan's more so than Bastion's.
Right. He's got a special sword or some shit, right? I think I can't remember what was said about it, but
All right. So, Durnan took his damage first. That is a total of. Cool. You see, Durnan is looking like he is really like on death's door. Bastion swung twice. All right, Bastion. Bastion is a true bro, and you see, with this final strike, he gets a little bit too close to this thing's aura of just flames, and he himself just begins being engulfed in flames, and you see him just kind of fall prone into the water, sizzling underneath the water. All that he's got plate on, so it's just really cooking him inside.
Oh no.
All right. That brings us to Gangu.
All right. I'm gonna run over here to Harpy.
Okay.
Harpy, how you hanging in there?
I'm just trying to run. That is what Ojify told me. But if you're wanting to know health-wise, like a 44 out of 93. I know it's a weird fraction, but
I think you ought to get back in there.
go back in.
I think you ought to take some of these as well. And I reach into my muffler, grab a handful of fire salts, and hand them out to Harpy.
Cool. Would you like as a bonus action, because you're giving it to him, would you like to just go ahead and just dump him in? He's got your muffler too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
As
right.
my even better as my full action, I'll do that.
Oh, okay. All right. So remind me again, because it's been so long I gave you these.
It's -2 dex and +2 fire damage.
-2 dex.
Yeah.
And how much fire damage did you say?
+2.
+2
Yeah.
fire damage.
Why is this the first time I'm realizing like that's not a good trade off at all?
Yeah, it's not.
It's great. It's great though.
And so he's doing fire damage to the thing that is engulfed in flames.
Yes.
Okay.
Good to
You
know.
know, we didn't really think
damage
this
is
through.
damage.
Damage is damage.
Every
Yeah.
+1 damage counts in this situation.
Sure does.
And I'm on death's door, so I'm barely even getting to Harpy. I'm like, here, take this.
cool.
Now
He's like,
go.
okay. Are you using your movement to?
I'm just right here. This is where I'm ending.
Okay, cool. Rango.
Yeah, we're blasting.
Okay.
We'll start with oh Jesus, this is a little laggy. We'll start with a little help from Chuchi, I think.
Okay.
I want to actually go ahead and make this. I would flip the coin at this point in my running, because I'm running from here to this corner basically.
Okay.
Okay, it's still gonna be the same orientation. All right. So yeah, that's that. That. 28 to hit for 10 magical force and 10 feet back.
All right. Cool. So he is kind of pinned up against this pillar right now. But he kind of saved on his strength, so with pretty much ease, you just blast him 10 feet back.
Okay.
So he's here.
And then we're blasting more.
Okay.
20 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 11 magical force
Okay.
and 10 more feet back. 24 to hit for 15 magical force. And 10 more feet back. Little shimmer. Go ahead.
All right. No, you're good.
Little shimmer of the wrist.
Okay.
And. Oof. 14 to hit.
No,
Okay.
that is not hit.
26 to hit for 7 magical force, 10 more feet back.
Okay.
And finally, 27 hit for 11 magical force and 10 more feet back.
All right. This fella's moving.
Thank God. Thank God he's moving.
All right, he's all the way back there now. Does that complete your turn?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. Durnan's extremely injured. Bastion is like in the water, prone. Just so that you guys are aware of that. Cool. That was Rango's turn. Harpy looks at Gengu. Hey, he just moved like a lot of feet back. Should I get in there still?
Hopefully, I
it'll
don't
be-
think you're that quick.
it'll be like 3 turns, 3 maybe 4. I like to split up my time frame at 6 seconds, or it's a turn.
At least get up there with Serge. Needs one of us.
Okay, I'll dash that way, and he uses all his movement, and he gets up to here. All right, Artis and Simmons. Simmons is a Neanderthal, and Artis is deaf. So he sees this giant thing on fire just appear out of nowhere. He begins just running and running and running and running, and Simmons just begins running and running, following the man that's running. So that brings us to Saoirse.
Hey. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Alright. I will move to this pillar. And I'll cast Sacred Flame
All right.
on the boy. It's a Dex 18 save.
Okay. Uh, 22.
Alright, so he'll take half, and this is radiant damage.
Radiant. All right.
It's 11.
Takes 11 radiant damage. You can see that he's starting to look bloodied. He's starting to look really, really messed up at this point.
Okay.
He's just kind of growling and grunting. And his blood's just pouring from him from a lot of different places.
Okay. Did the would I have gained any knowledge based on how the radiant damage hit him? Did it seem to hit him normally?
It seemed like he took the damage.
Okay. All right, and then I will do that. Pop back behind the pillar, best I can, and
Okay.
I'll use bonus action. If I could throw a potion of greater healing to Durnan,
Sure.
I'll holler out to him to get his attention.
All right. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand or a dex for me.
All right. Go sleight of hand. That's a 4.
Okay.
That's a 4.
How's Durnan do? Durnan gets 13. So you throw it, and it kind of bobbles behind him. It doesn't break. The glass is pretty solid, but it kind of lands
Okay.
like like right here. You just put a little bit too much Riz on it,
Too much juice on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, fair enough.
so it just kind of lands over there.
All right, good there.
All right. Does that complete your turn?
Yep.
All right. So, what you guys see is it looks really bloodied, and it's just been blasted back like a lot. So he kind of looks at all of you, smiles again, and then he just blinks out of existence.
Fun.
1 second passes. 2 seconds pass. 3, 4. And on the 5th second, he reappears here.
No,
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
what did
Rango,
he just
you,
do, Drew? What did he do? He Misty Step? What was that?
he stands over you, Rango,
Yeah.
with his with his big old balls in in your face.
Yeah.
Damn,
All right.
those are some hefty balls.
That is his turn, though, and he's gonna not use any movement. He's gonna stay right there. So we go back to the top of the order. Durden's gonna run over, and he is gonna pick up the healing potion.
Was
And
that
he's
just like a
gonna-
blip, or was there any effect when he disappeared and when he showed up?
Like imagine just kind of like black ash and like flares, kind of not flares, but like sparks, and just kind of shoot off from where he was standing.
Okay.
And the same thing kind of happens, except it's just a big wall of fire where he appears on you, and you're just kind of in this like you feel yourself start to burn where he's landed at.
Gotcha.
Okay. Darnan goes, picks up the greater healing potion. It is what now? 2d8.
Double check for you. 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4. Cool. He gets 13 HP back.
That's good. That's good.
Das is very good. All right. So he runs over, grabs that, and then he is going to use all of his movement to kind of just get up amongst the action again. Actually, no. He's not going to do that. He's going to run over to Bastion and check on his boy. All right. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to do something else for his turn. But while he's doing that, we'll go ahead and move to Odotai. Odotai, is your turn.
Alright, I'm at 14 hit points. What can I do here?
Fucking kill him.
Yeah, let's go with that. That'll work.
He's right next to that pool there. Just get in there and start splashing him. You know? like we
Put the
Bargain.
fire out. Put the fire out.
yeah.
And guess what I'm all out of? Everything.
Key points, everything.
It doesn't take key points to splash people.
Dickhead.
Yeah,
Do some monk shit.
every time. I am out of all of the monk
I was about to say
shit.
he's been doing monk shit and a lot of it.
All of the monk shit. I have nothing left.
Like I'm feeling like the cast of Critical Role right now. Like we are fucking tapped, dude. Like we are low health.
I'm-
Not many resources.
I
I know
have
you're.
no-
I know you're fine, Rango.
I'll just splash. I'll just splash. I'll just splash.
I've been playing. It's called playing tactfully.
Yeah.
Alright, Hail Mary.
Dude, I would
time.
play tactfully too if I had 300 range.
Yeah, time for a Hail Mary. I'll run up here, get 15 foot away from him, and use my metallic breath weapon
Okay.
for innervating breath. It needs to make a really low con save.
All right, he's gonna make.
He is incapacitated until my next round.
What's the con save it needs to make?
13.
13.
Nice. Nice.
It does succeed.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Okay.
Wait,
Out of
he
monk
didn't
shit.
click anything. I think his modifier is over 13.
What if he gets a nat 1, dude?
Yeah, that one.
I rolled.
Okay.
Did you? Okay.
I play by the numbers, by the dice.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm gonna cower behind this column.
All out of monk
So does
shit.
he
Time
take
to pull
any
out the
damage?
dragonborn shit.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Cool. That was Ojutai's turn. That brings us to
You got this, Rango.
Bastion's over there in the water with Durnan over there. So we'll skip him. Gengu. Is
All
your
right. I guess I just gotta go all in. I ain't running.
That's the
I do have
Kangaroo we
11
know.
health. All right, bonus action, rage.
All right.
And the first thing I'm gonna do is run up to this guy and recklessly attack him.
Okay.
Yeah. We're looking for big 30 pumps right here.
Jesus, a nat 1 and a 19. 30 to hit.
A 30. All right. You do hit.
Let's go reckless. Good stuff.
Go reckless. Let's go reckless. 30 damage.
All right.
Exactly.
It
That's
takes
what we're
30
looking for.
damage. Is any of that fire damage?
2 of it.
2 of it. All
He
right.
takes 29 damage. Or
Um,
28.
Cool.
If he's
Is he
completely
immune?
You
Yeah.
take in return
Oh.
11 fire damage.
Well,
Hold.
okay, well,
Go ahead, actually.
listen, I was gonna say, since I am raging and I get knocked to 0 hit points, I get to make a con save instead.
Okay.
Let me see what it is. I gotta find the whole
Sticky
thing.
boy,
Relentless
sticky
rage
boy.
right here.
Sticky boy.
I got a DC 10 con saving throw. Fantastic. And I have exhaustion 1, so that does that. No, it does not.
It saves.
That's stability.
All right. Well, I definitely saved.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, love that.
I dropped to 1 hit point instead.
And now the question is, does
Is
he
there
swing
more?
again knowing he'll die?
Well, would Gengu swing again?
True. Would he?
Probably.
I mean, at this point, if you try to run from him, he'll just... Right? He'll just
I
swipe
mean, he
at
gets
you?
an opportunity attack, yeah.
Miss?
Never mind.
Alright,
with
he's
your gut.
swinging again.
Go with your gut.
He's swinging again. Gengu would swing again. He just started raging. He's not stopping with anything.
Yeah, you're in the zone at this point, dude.
28 to hit.
28 hits.
Nice. Come on. Big one. Juicer.
30 damage, 2 of it being fire, so whatever you want
Okay.
to deduct from that. Same thing this time.
You get a really solid blow on this one, and you can hear, like, because you're not, I mean, you're 5 feet tall, so you're smacking at his knees, and you hear his knee pop out of place, and he's super bloodied. He's still alive, barely standing, but you take 9 fire damage.
Do I, though? Ooh, I do not. I'm at 1.
Hell
that
yeah!
every
Is this a
time?
new feature?
Is it every
Reticks?
time?
Is this from? Is
Hold
this
on, I
level
gotta
12
read it.
thing?
I gotta read it.
If that's every time, that's fucking sick, honestly.
DC goes up every time you use it. Yes, you can use it multiple times.
Oh my god.
So what's the DC
new
go up
DC?
by?
In by
Was it
5
5?
times after you use it.
So we got it.
Resetting to 10. I did get it the second
Oh,
time. So now
hell
it's
yeah.
at 20 if I go to do it again.
Oh my god. That's.
And what does it does it reset on a long rest?
I think
Short
so.
or long rest.
Did you?
Short
Is this a
rest.
level
Dude,
12
that's
thing?
strong.
I don't know when I got this, but I've never been in this situation.
Fair enough.
Dude, this
strong.
that is
Hell
really
yeah, that's-
strong.
that's
You a
cool, too. That's
sticky
fucking
fucking
sick.
Barbarian.
All right, well you're up
Good
again.
try.
11
Good
thing.
try.
At this point, it's looking at you like, why aren't you dead? Like, you should be dead.
I'm literally too
Well-
angry to die.
Yeah, that's all of my actions, so that's it.
Okay.
Too angry to die.
Just barbarian things.
And I think it goes without saying I'm in a frenzy.
Yeah.
So next turn I can do the bonus attack.
At the start of so that's at the start of its turn. Okay, cool. We do Harpy first, I believe, and before Rango. Yes, we do. Or wait, do we? I think I've been doing Rango first, haven't I? Rango, why don't you go first before Harpy goes? Unless you would like Harpy to go first.
All right, I just want some clarification here. The fire damage that he does, his aura, I wouldn't have been affected by it yet, right?
Not yet, no. But you're sizzling.
Okay. We're blasting.
Okay. And point blank?
Point blank blasting.
Okay.
So this will be at disadvantage, but I'll have Chuchi help to normalize it. And since he's so close, I'm aiming for his face.
Okay.
13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Second blast comes out.
Is this at or normal, or is it
Ew,
at disadvantage?
It is at disadvantage. Let me roll again. Okay, 21 to hit.
It's a hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay. 9 magical force, kick him back 10 feet.
9 magical force. He goes by 10 feet. You can see he begins like writhing in pain and rage as he goes flying back over top of Cormit.
And I'm gonna. How tall is this?
That pillar kind of like goes.
No,
all
not
the way
the
to
not the
ceiling.
pillar. The like this.
Oh, that ledge.
Yeah.
It's like 8 feet up.
Oh, it's 8 feet. Fuck. Okay. I'll go here then, as I continue to blast. So the blast. Yeah. As I continue to blast. So that was a to hit. But that was.
Hold on.
As the normalized, that was the disadvantage. So that was the second one.
Where did you move from?
From here.
All right. He does get an attack of opportunity on you.
No. Wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. Fuck.
Yeah.
Longer range than 10
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's gonna whip at you with his whip,
Okay.
Good.
and he rolls a natural 1.
That's sick.
You see as he goes to whip at you, somehow he loses grip of the whip and it just doesn't snap. It just kind of falls out of his hand onto the ground below him.
Someone grab it. Someone grab the whip.
Chuchi, grab the whip.
I want demon whip. I want demon whip now.
Grab the whip.
All right, and then let's see. Yeah. Okay. Another blast.
Yep.
That's gonna be 22 to hit for 10 magical force.
Okay. So you hit him for 10 magical force, which brings him below 0 HP. What does this look like?
Oh wow.
I said I was blasting his face. So
Cool.
I flip out the coin and the blasts start flying.
You blast his face. It hits him in the face, and the Eldritch Blast wraps around his face, and you can see from the top to bottom, he begins dissolving into this Eldritch energy. But as it gets lower and lower down to the bottom, you can see his arms and legs begin to glow red hot. And right as it gets about halfway down his chest, he ignites and explodes outwards. I need...
Don't worry,
Now,
boys.
hey,
the healer's
that would have been
over here.
that
We're
final
all good.
hit. That final hit would have been a repelling blast.
All right. So he moves
maybe
10 feet back.
Cormit's pretty good and fucked.
He might
Alright.
have taken his last drink, boys.
Well, here, I'll just do it this way. This will... Oh, no. Still there. He's still there. Not gone yet. All right. I'll just do it the
Do you
good old
Do you want me to
fashioned
draw
way.
a line?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I just need to see. All right. Cool. Gengu, Cormit, and Artis all need to make dex saves.
Artis is the agile one, right?
Yep.
Good. Yikes.
He's the one that can't hear, though, right?
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What did you get?
Fuck.
Well, I had advantage on a deck save, and I rolled a 3 and a 1 with a
No.
-1 modifier, so I
My
got a
God.
2.
All right. So everybody fails.
Is he too angry to die though?
Yeah.
All right.
True.
Everybody fails. So
If one takes 150
62 fire damage.
nuke damage. 62, huh?
This is about to be amazing, by the way, just in a
Glad it
second.
wasn't 137.
Alright, so you don't instantly die.
Alright, well, let me do my con save.
It's half, right? Half of your HP pool?
More than half of your maximum hit.
So you got to beat a 20, right?
I gotta
You're
beat
up
a
to
20.
Dude, please.
Oh, Pog! He's literally too angry to die!
Oh my god. He's literally
He just stands there.
like,
Please.
The fire's just fucking blowing past him.
anime moment right here. of
Everybody
this
sees
large
this big wall
motherfucker just
flames.
standing there, brute force taking it.
I've been living in the fire for weeks.
So
Oh fuck.
you see, you just see this blinding light of like fire just come blasting out, and Gangu's just sitting there, just hitting him and going past him, and he's just eating it.
Hell yeah.
It finally subsides, and you see Gangu literally just every part of his body is steaming, and like his metal is like red hot, and it begins like cracking and like just contorting a little bit, just because it's so hot. You see Cormit turn around. I think my frog legs are well done. He was right in the center of that.
Is he standing?
He's standing.
Holy
He
shit.
My god.
Fucking
God,
legend.
3 hit points.
After that, you see Simmons come. He begins climbing up this ledge with Artis's clothes, and he's just like,
Oh jeez.
he's looking at it, and then he just tosses it up in the air and begins like going like that. And you see ash begin pouring out of the garments that Artis was wearing.
The artist.
Damn, no body to even resurrect, huh? Ooh, that's tough. Damn, Artis must have been a squishy little guy.
He's a squishy little feller.
Yeah. That was instant death?
Yeah, he dies.
Wow, that's crazy. Whew. Not all of us can survive nuclear fallout standing up.
Just Corman and Gengar. They're built different.
Fucking
Just
built
built a
different.
little
We're against
different.
Each other.
Gangu behind-
Hammer Bros over Hammer Squad. That's
And
tough.
after on the third session, on the third day,
Yeah.
we can exit initiative.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
I dropped to my knees in exhaustion.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Do you remember? I made the mistake of not writing it down, so I'm writing it down now.
Okay.
Who signed my book?
Oh, I
Was
don't
it-
remember who did that.
I don't know.
did.
Well, yes, all 3 of you guys did, but
Yeah.
Right.
I offered it to. I think I offered it to Cormit and Harpy. I don't remember if either
Right.
of them signed.
I think both of them signed.
Yeah.
Not both of them.
Oh, only one could have?
Only one could have.
I think it was Cormit then, because Harpy was the one that was more resigned to dying after finding out his father, like, is
No,
super evil.
I remember Harpy trying to write something down, but he didn't know how to write anything. You remember that?
Oh yeah. There was something about not knowing letters or something. Yeah.
He just like scribbled.
Yeah.
So was it? Who was it?
I'll tell you what. Who would you out of Harpy or Cormit? Who would you have rather signed the book?
Who would have rather signed the book? I offered it to both.
Make your decision. You have
I
to
think
choose.
Norman just said, "Fuck off."
This is
drinking."
like Mass Effect. You
Harpy.
have to choose one.
Harpy then.
All right, Harpy is. In
Do you
the book.
remember about when you did that?
It was
Like,
while
we
we were
were
in the
at
tent
the temple.
before we entered the sewers.
That
Before
was
like we
like-
took off through the city.
That
We were
was, like,
still at the
forever
docks
ago.
in the tent.
So it wasn't.
I'll
too
find it.
long
I'll find it.
ago.
Right.
Okay.
Or in the VOD or something. That's fine. It's fine. It doesn't
But for
impact
now,
anything heavily right now.
Right. Yeah. Right now it's. Yeah. All right. Cool. So you guys exit initiative. You see, Durnan kind of walk out, without Bastion. Bastion's just face down in the water. And Durnan just kind of walks up and then kind of sits against this pillar right here.
I'd like to pull out the bloody note that Bastion gave me
Okay.
and see if I can read it.
I'd like to have been immediately running towards the explosion as I recognize that Gingu and Cormit are both still standing alive.
Gangu, you open up the note, and it's covered in blood, but it's still able to be read. For this, I don't know if it'll all fit in there.
Before
Let
we
me-
get into this, is the cape you gave me, Brango, is it flame retardant?
Anything worn would be fine.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
All right.
God damn it.
Let me
Let's
see
see.
if. Okay.
It's gone.
I had to
I'm
put it
just
in RP
naked, dude.
chat because it wouldn't fit in a message without cutting some of it off. So you can read that if you would like. I won't read it out loud just so everybody
Oh
else can
my
do
gosh.
stuff. All right. Cool. Anybody else do anything?
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
around. Go ahead.
No, okay. I'll just slowly walk up to Durnan and get his attention and gesture toward Bastion if he wants me to do anything.
He just kind of looks at you and just shakes his head.
Okay, I'll give him my last greater healing potion.
All right. How much is that?
44 plus 4.
44, right. Plus 4. Dude, that was 17 points of healing. For a boy.
Damn, isn't that like one off or what's max? 20?
I think so.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty solid.
I'll get up right here and then go to like hand off a potion of, just a normal potion of healing, off to Cormit and Gingu.
Cormit reaches and grabs the healing potion, and is it 1d4?
I think so, yeah.
2d4 plus
Oh,
2.
2d4 plus 2.
Cormit gets 6 HP back.
Perfect. And I'm just gonna be like kneeling at the edge. Guys.
That kind of didn't really help a lot, but thanks. Appreciate it. Do you have
So-
any alcohol? I kind of need that. Going through relapse. Simmons is still just dancing around in Artis's ashes right now.
Golly.
And deep down, y'all can take solace that at least Artis didn't hear it coming. He did see it though. He did see his impending doom as flames flew at him, but he didn't hear a single sound.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Durnan kind of looks up at you, Saoirse.
Mhm.
Well, honestly, didn't think we'd make it out of this one. None of us.
Yeah, Durnan, what the hell just happened? Was this the mission from the start?
He begins kind of dusting himself off.
And as I say that, I'll pull the small ledger out.
Let's get topside and I'll explain.
All right, I'll tuck it back.
Cool. He didn't really try to
I'm gonna
grab
move
the journal.
toward the toward Talamar's corpse. as well.
Okay. Go over there. Get for it.
I want to kind
Are you
of.
investigating it?
Oh, if you'll allow,
Yeah, go for it.
I have a feature, or not a feature, but a trait now
Uh-huh.
called Harness Divine Power.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, it allows me, I can use it 2 times a day, and it allows me to regain a spell slot of up to 2.
Mhm.
Could I use both of them and regain a third level with your
Sure.
permission?
I will allow it.
All right. Thank you. All right. And oh God. Do I trust myself to even do this? Yeah, I will investigate it further to start. I know Chi went through it, but I'll try as well
All right.
for the lulz. Investigation 14.
With the 14, you kind of just dig through like her robes and stuff like that. And she had like a bunch of like really odd like trinkets
Okay.
on her. Um, you can see where she did have this necklace. It's no longer on her.
Mhm.
Was the first one. But you notice that she has 3 rings. And none of them seem to be like magical in properties. But on her right hand, she does have 3 rings. And there is some text written on them. Can you speak Infernal?
I cannot.
Okay,
Dwarvish, Elvish, and Common. I will take those rings.
cool.
Let's see. 3 rings of. Yeah. Now. Infernal text. Okay. Um. All right. And then after, if that's all I find, I'm gonna try this, and we'll
Okay.
see what happens. I'm going to kneel down like where I was skirmishing through,
Hmm.
and clutch my holy symbol, and I'll kind of whisper to myself, well, from one fan of necromancy to a necromancer. And then I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, you cast Speak with Dead. Um, so you try to reach her spirit beyond where you're at.
Mhm.
Um, and you feel no connection. Her spirit's not here,
I can
but
tell it's not on the material plane.
it's not here, but it's not dead.
F.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not getting the result I'm expecting with Speak
Right.
from the Dead.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
Right. Right.
you're speaking with something that is in fact not dead. I mean,
Still.
it's undead,
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
I
it's
got you.
not deceased.
Got it. Okay. All right. I'll take that information as the spell fizzles out. Okay. All right. I'll start to head back to the. Oh well. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna.
Do you mean like it's like undead as in like he should like slam his hammer into its head a few more good times, or are you
No, the
saying
spirit's
like
no longer here. That's a
okay.
dead body.
Okay, got it,
But
got it, got
it's a
it.
shell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, make sure.
Yeah, it's an empty corpse.
Um. I will also try to respectfully go through Bastion as well.
All right. So you go through Bastion, and you start kind of like, and you kind of flip him over in the water. He's kind of just floating. Oh, actually, he's got plate
I'll
armor
bring him
on.
up.
So he's like,
I'll bring him up onto the
yeah,
stone if I can. Get him
cool.
level up.
You begin pulling him up, and you can like feel his armor, like his face is unrecognizable. All his hair is gone, like singed completely off. What little was sticking out of because he had like a helm on, like a visor. And the metal itself has kind of melted to his skin.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I hate that thoroughly. All right, I'll just look for any additional personal effects or his weapon.
Cool. So you look through some of his stuff, and you see he had a shield, but that has kind of been melted, also
Singed, yeah.
kind of attached to him. And he had a flail and a couple javelins, but they're not magical. They're just kind of regular, and they also seem to just kind of be melted away and
Okay.
extremely damaged.
Alrighty. And I will, if his eyes aren't shut, I will close them. and say a short prayer before
Yeah,
catching
like
up with everyone else.
his like I
Yeah.
don't even know what third degree burns to the eyeballs would look like, but
Yeah.
he needs some eye drops, man.
Yeah. Or I will. He's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty
Um,
large.
I will ask Harpy here to help me carry him.
Okay, what do you want me to carry this?
Yeah, Hop. I just don't feel right leaving him down here.
Okay.
We already lost Artis in such a terrible way. Just
He grabs kind of like the back, like his shoulders and his arms, and kind
all
of
right. I'll grab his legs. I'll start
helps
moving this way.
move. All right, we'll say that you guys have him. Which way
Yeah.
are we going?
Just toward Durnan and the rest of the guys.
Cool. All right, you have his body. You come back over and you see Durnan. On the ground, some of Artis's like personal effects are still here. It seems like a lot of his equipment's still okay. Just a lot of like, I mean, just his body basically kind of disintegrated. Um, so first thing he does is he picks up his dagger that he has and kind of like tucks that in like the back of his pants. And then he reaches on, grabs his hand, or where his hand would have been, because it's all singed away, and on the ground there is a ring that you notice, and it has kind of a frosting property to it. He grabs that and kind of at first just sees how it fits on his finger. It doesn't really fit that well, so he takes it and he just kind of puts it in his pocket. Other than that, there is a bow, but the bow is broken from way earlier. Let's see, who else would be doing stuff? Cormant is still asking Gengu and who's reading the note, and Rango if there's any alcohol.
No, Cormit.
Not on
After-
me.
Don't have any alcohol.
After that, I really could use one, or like 7 gallons.
Does Ging? Go ahead.
As soon as we get back to town, we'll find you a pub, Cormit. But I think we've got higher priorities at the moment.
Okay.
Gingy,
Very
what's
good.
what's the nap say?
We can talk about this later. I think we get out of here first.
All right.
And I put the note away.
Cool. Durnan, after grabbing this equipment, he looks back towards you guys with Bastion and Simmons, and he just kind of reaches down towards Simmons' hand, and Simmons just kind of looks at him and just kind of holds his hand out, and you see that he just clasps his hand like a little baby child and begins leading him out of the opposite way y'all came, so like this way. You guys kind of solemnly walk
Wait,
out, everybody
wanna-
licking the rings. Oh,
I want
Go
to do
ahead.
something. After Gingu says that, I want to like kind of turn around and just like lay my hand on Ojutai's shoulder and like give like a nod of like, "You good?"
I don't think it's over.
We'll see. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna take off this direction. Now, did you get rid of all those corpses that were right here?
yeah, but they're still there.
Okay.
Just by looking at them, you can tell there's nothing extraordinary about them.
How many are there? Are there at least 5
Oh yeah,
skeletons?
yeah.
All right.
At least 5.
I'm gonna
skeletons, yeah.
start casting a ritual.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Animate Dead
Okay.
on 5 of the skeletons. This is
Cool.
gonna take about 10 minutes. So I imagine that I would be like sitting up on this ledge or standing up on this ledge, looking down at all of them.
Yeah. And one by one, over 10 minutes to begin standing up. All right, Durnan still has Simmons, and he's still leading him away out of the place. You see Cormant kind of like notices something on the ground, and he reaches down and he turns around towards you guys. Hey, what we should do with these things? And you can see in his hands he has the whip that has like flames coming off the end of it, and the sword that is just engulfed in like lightning.
Oh my god.
What?
Are they? Because this thing was massive. Those things are like a
Yeah, so like
10-foot-long
for
sword,
the
right?
sword was like a dagger for it. It's like a full-on long sword, and the whip is just massive. It's just huge.
I
There's like so
mean-
much extra.
Talmet, I think you should give these to me.
Oh, you want it?
I just take them.
He hands it over to you. Okay. You guys won't be getting in any combat, so we'll do the stats for these in just a minute. Because there's quite a few things with those.
Can I have control of these skeletons?
Yeah, I got you. Got you. All right, here. I'll have to do it one by one. Controlled by Cole. There you go. Controlled by Cole. Anybody else doing anything down in here?
Mm-mm.
In the shoe.
Nope.
Those items have a name that I can add.
Whip and sword, but they're magical and they have other properties. But
Okay. I'll just add custom item, whip and sword. One item.
yeah, and we'll get into the brass tacks in a minute. Okay, you should have all
Cursed.
control of all of those.
Yeah.
You see Rango after all this is making a formation of undead.
Which I have not
Would you
done
like
before.
to speak to your undead?
They are skeletons, so they know all the languages they knew in life, but they cannot speak.
Okay.
So
They'll
I won't.
just look
So
at
I'm
you.
not saying a damn word to them. No.
Okay. They're all just staring at you.
All right. Then I'll start slowly making my way.
Make my way down fast.
Been really fucked up if he had Bastion melted to a suit. Come
And-
on,
Oh my
follow you.
gosh.
And I guess
Rango, watch out!
have no. Well, there would be. There would
Do you
be.
want to try your new whip or sword?
Yeah, I got both of them in hand right now.
Okay, which one would you like to use first?
No. They would have like a
I've
slight,
got the whip ready.
like golden shimmer to them. Okay.
Yeah, you feel like with this whip that within 30 feet of them getting to you, you could hit them with it.
I'd start putting my hands up.
Would you like to engage?
No,
Rango, what's going
Gingu,
on
no.
here? Care to explain?
Yeah, no, these are they're friendly. It's something that I read out of one of the books that we came across.
You see
But-
the one in the back right of this little formation kind of leans over and like gives you a thumbs up, and he's missing his lower jaw, like it's just gone. He just gives you a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, see?
You and your experiments. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up, don't you think?
It is a little fucked up.
I mean, yeah, we've been through a lot of fucked up shit, so I figure the more bodies, the better. Aye?
I'm not gonna question you.
Do I turn back
way's
and
out?
any of them give me a thumbs up when I say more bodies, the better?
Yeah, I'll be in the
No.
back.
Fuck.
Oh, the skeletons? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Serge,
Serge is like, yeah, it's a good idea.
As a fellow necromancer at times, I can appreciate it.
Harpy looks at you, Saoirse. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because a lot of bodies in this room are our friends.
Miss. So there's
true.
an early body.
Hello,
I
Gengu.
would Hello, Hoppy. I found this over here, and I thought it'd be perfect for you with your extendo arms. And I
Oh,
hand
what-
him the whip.
Wow. My whip.
It's all yours.
I will utilize this.
It's even cooler than my hammer.
I don't know. Your hammer's pretty dope.
Nice.
Thanks, Hoppy. Your whip's pretty dope.
Thanks, Gengu. You should
What
get
is
out of here.
But what does mine say?
Sweet.
The hammer is
Yeah.
quite small.
Oh,
All right, which way's out? Fast
All right.
Tully out.
Cool. You guys only got to move. So you guys kind of walk along the sewers, opposite the way you guys came in, and you walk for probably another mile in the sewers, with pretty much zero resistance, other than like some like rats running around down here. They're
While
pretty big,
walking,
though.
could I have Chuchi holding out the necklace for me to
Yeah.
look over?
Yeah. So you look at the necklace, and it very pretty much is. It looks like Tiamat, kind of like an emblem of Tiamat. Just all the heads of the dragon on the body. You know the history of Tiamat, what she looks like, and you see that. But you do notice that, based on the stories that you've heard, there's oddly an extra head on this necklace.
All right. Well, as we're walking our way out, I'm gonna kind of run that by both Ojutai and Sersh. And be like, lads, how many heads does Tiamat typically have?
I don't know if I would know that.
Would we know that?
assuming I would know that.
Well,
mean,
would I
it's a-
know that? Would I know that it's off then?
Yeah, I mean Tiamat's a pretty famous tale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then how many heads?
Normally
Tiamat.
it's 5.
Yeah, it's normally 5. But
Uh,
there's an extra one there, so there's
yeah.
a 6th one.
So I'll hold it up to like Ojutai and Sersh, and I'll be like, fellas, you notice an extra head on this?
My God, is that Tiamat on that thing? Yeah. Which is either should be 5, right?
Could be, yeah.
Got it off Talmet Var.
Great. Yeah, I saw where her necklace was missing. I also found these. I'll pull out the 3 rings. They don't seem to be magical in nature, but they have infernal text on them. I can't read it.
Yeah. As we're walking, can I do a ritual as we walk?
Well, how long does it take to cast that one?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Would
I'll-
you like
this-
to
this-
read
the second you pull out the rings, I'll pull out my book and mention the infernal. I'll pull out my book and start the ritual.
All right, so you start the ritual. You're finishing up right as you get to what appears to be like the tunnel keeps going, but there's like kind of like a cutaway in the side of the wall, and there's a ladder that seems to just be going up to some sort of hatch. As Durnan kind of looks back at you, all of you guys, and he kind of helps Simmons up to the ladder and demonstrates to him how to climb a ladder, and kind of pushes him up and underneath of him and kind of guides him up the ladder. He gets to the top of the ladder and he opens up a hatch, and it's for what feels like forever. I mean, it feels like it could have been 3 days of this. Sunlight kind of shines down on you guys, but it doesn't feel like direct sunlight. Like maybe it's coming through windows up above. And he begins climbing out, and he gets to the top of the ladder, and Simmons and him kind of disappear from view as he gets to the top of the ladder.
I follow.
I don't know what
Yeah.
audio's good here, Ryan. So if I fuck up the
Do like interior kind of gothic maybe. All right, that's fine. That works.
okay,
So everybody makes their way up. Are you having your skeletons follow you up ladder?
yeah, they would be the last ones for sure.
Cool. All right. Everybody goes up the ladder, and you guys hear as Rango gets to the top of the ladder and kind of stands there, like kind of proudly as he just defeated this monster. You just hear the clinking of bones on ladders as skeleton 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all get to the top. They turn towards you and like do like an about face, like turn, and then they salute at you, and then they stand at attention.
At ease, lads. I'm just kidding.
All right. You
Take your
guys,
skeletal leave.
Yep.
you guys find yourself somewhere inside a temple. What you can imagine is probably the Temple of Denir outside the city, which was your all's target to attack. But before you, you see nothing but an empty grand hall, like this worship hall here. There's giant windows that part of the glass is broken in some of them, as there is a little bit of sunlight kind of shining through, but outside it does appear that it to be kind of not really like a big storm, but it is kind of rainy. It's sunny, but it's raining at the same time. And all around you, you see what was once a great temple where worship took place. It looks like some sort of makeshift hospital or care center. There is kind of bodies piled up in a corner next to the door, but they're kind of covered up with a tarp. And all around you can see where there was like tables and where pews were kind of broken, and people were laid out and worked on. And you can also see signs of what appears to be some sort of like command center. And you see not only along with people, but there was a lot of like kobolds here as well. It looks like maybe there was people here at first and then they were pushed out and kobolds were here. At this command center, you can kind of see a bunch of paperwork and stuff piled up on a nice long table before you. It's a little bit scattered, but it's okay for the most part. And yeah, there's just all kinds of trinkets and trash and rubbish just everywhere inside this temple. You hear kind of lightning and thunder crack on the outside as it appears the storm that is kind of brewing is beginning to roll its way in over the top of you guys. Yeah, and so all of you guys kind of sit and look around for a minute. Durnan just kind of grabs Simmons and sits him down on a pew next to him. And you can see that Durnan begins taking off his armor that he has on, which he's wearing elven chainmail, and he begins kind of like unhooking it and begin taking it off. And you can see underneath his armor that is a pretty grizzled body. He looks older than you guys maybe his face would have appeared to have been. He looks like he's been around for a while, but it's still pretty ripped and chiseled and stuff. Like he's not a slouch. Like he gets out and is physical. He's just kind of handing little trinkets to Simmons to keep him entertained, as Simmons is once again basically got the mind of an infant. And so Simmons just kind of playing with like these little trinkets in his hands. He doesn't really address you right now. All of you guys kind of are sitting in this temple, standing in this temple right now.
How big is the room?
Anything? What would you do? It's like huge. Like imagine like kind of like just an open cathedral. So the ceiling is probably like a good like 40, 50 feet up. And it's just like one big long hall, probably like, I don't know. I'm not very good with square footage. But a large cathedral, we'll say.
Yeah.
It's just open. It's kind of got wings that stretch off to the right and the left. But you guys are kind of in the center room. Where you're at.
As we're kind of taking in the space, I'll eyes and ears try to just make sure we're alone.
You other than the dead, there's no other persons inside this building with you that you kind of sense.
Shit, lads.
Yep.
I've seen this before. I mean, I know we are at war, but it's been a long time since I've been in the middle of one of these.
I'm just gonna kind of openly, not directed at anyone, say, this the temple Belus is supposed to be in?
I That's what I told you. At one point, he probably was here.
But you didn't expect him to be here now.
No, I didn't.
Right. I'll be right back, lads. I'm gonna start rummaging through, scavenging the medical supplies.
All right. Go ahead and just do like like an investigation check with advantage.
11.
Cool.
Yikes.
You go through the medical supplies, and you are able to scrounge up enough supplies to make 4 healer's kits.
Healer's kits. Okay.
Yeah. I believe that is what the item is called.
Healer's kit. You said 5 of them?
I think I said 4, I believe.
Oh, 4. Okay. Okay.
All over to Durnan. Well, I have a feeling this isn't entirely over with us in Talmet Var. Before she died there, she said to me that we managed to make her stronger than we would imagine. Any idea what that means?
You say this, and he begins looking shocked and taken aback by this knowledge. He promptly stands up quite rapidly. What do you... No, that's... Wait, look, we knew she was down here, and we knew she had to go. She's building an army of the undead under there. With God knows what else beast. Whatever that thing was. We took a suicide mission, me and my boys, but... No, that's not right. We did our part. She's gone. Whatever she told you, it must have just been to unsettle you.
And so as I'll kind of catch the tail end as I'm walking up with the kits, and as I'm saying this, I'm gonna hand one to Rango, Gangu, and Ojitai, so we all have a kit. And I'll say, yeah, suicide mission. Well, knowing what we know now, Darn, did it ever cross your mind that maybe that's what she wanted the entire time? She wanted us to come. Take her down so she could be reborn.
No,
Or whatever.
That's not...
No. I spoke. And I'll kind of like, I'm not gonna air quotes in fucking D&D, sorry.
No, do it. Air quotes.
I spoke. I tried. After the battle, I tried to perform Speak with the Dead and ask more about her intentions. And you know what I found? The spell didn't work, Darren. Her spirit's still here. Somewhere. Alive.
I don't believe it, listen. 2 of my lifelong friends didn't just die for nothing. Listen, that was the greatest threat to... Bellows pulled out weeks ago. And we knew that. I'm sorry I lied to you. I guess it's best I come clean now. But...
I'll pull the booklet out now.
Alright, I'll get to what's inside there in a moment. But that's not possible. We knew they left because she was there. She was planning to attack from underneath. We stopped her from raising more dead. Whatever's under there now, they can handle. But if she would have kept going, if she would have got topside, that entire city's fucking dead. No,
Silver lining, to be sure.
Right, but she's gone. She can't do this anymore. We stopped her. My friends did not die for this. For nothing.
Oh, for
And this
nothing.
one didn't lose his brain. For nothing.
I'll flap my Dumbo ears real quick. I'm just kidding. No, you're right. They didn't die for nothing. As you just said, threat did loom, the city would have fallen even further than it's already fell. But as soldiers now, I do think it's important to make very clear. This dwarf believes that threat is still around, and we need to do something about it. Rango, show him what you found on her neck.
I'll have Chi-Chi fly it over and kind of just hang it in front of him.
No, that can't be. That's Tiamat. What does that have to do with anything? What she was in league with? I pretty much figured she was in league with Tiamat from the beginning.
Notice anything funny about the necklace?
He kind of takes a closer look. Now, whoever fucking made it's an idiot. Put a 6 head on there.
Yeah, an idiot maybe. Or perhaps a dreamer. Someone who dreamed and thirsted for power unimaginable, that of a god.
Listen, until I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to believe that we didn't just turn the tide of the war here.
Donan, no
If you're
matter
telling
how
me-
ignorant you want to be right now, I think that you should probably come clean with us as far as why we went in there for Talmet Voss specifically, and where the hell Belos is. And whatever the hell's in that journal. And I'm going to point towards the one Saoirse's holding.
Yeah. If it
Alright,
was all a cover, if Belos was a cover, just to go into Talmet Var and stop her from raising the undead, we get it. But now the stakes are much, much higher. Did you
Alright.
know of any connection with Tiamat?
If you want me to come clean, for one thing, my real name's not Darren, that's just what my friends call me. My name's Turnstile Harper. Now, if the Harper name sounds familiar, well, it should, unless you've not been in Brannicore long. Because there's a wall named after my family name.
What's his first name?
Turnstile. Tundstall. Alright, so we'll get that straight. So, you can call me Darren if you want, my friends did. They're gone, but if you'd prefer, you can call me Turnstile. Or Harper, or whatever you want to call me. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Belos was here. Him and his army, his kobold horde, they were here. But, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago. Well, we did a little bit of recon, and we'd seen them moving. Not me, but another group. I'd seen them moving away from here, going towards the Colossus. But they noticed something else. They noticed Talmet Var. And at first we didn't know who she was or anything about her, but... well, we did a bit of investigating and watching from afar. And we heard rumblings and ramblings. We took a few kobold prisoners and they told us about her. And, well... we knew what we had to do. She was a danger. Imagine someone with the power to bring all dead back to life in a city full of dead people. So we knew we had to go in there. We were already planning to go after Belos, but we didn't think it'd be as dangerous. But once we found out that the entire sewer system was full of undead, we pretty much knew it was going to be a suicide mission. As far as for lying about it, would you guys have come if I would have told you that your odds of survival would have been next to nothing?
Well, it's all hindsight now, but if you've spoken that name to us, I believe we would have. This isn't our first encounter with her.
Right. Well, that does make things interesting. The reason I didn't tell you is because I trusted you enough to come along with me. But I'm a little bit of a... I like to keep things close to me. Which, in some cases, doesn't work out, but... That's just something I do. I tend to keep my own business to myself. And let people know what they need to know. You guys knew that there was something evil that we were going to kill, and you seemed on board. You see, I heard of your group through other people, the Goldbringers. I also heard your name, Saoirse. I'll get to you in a minute, but I know your name. The rest of you I didn't know. So I did a bit of investigating, talking around people with Branacor. And there wasn't too many folks that seemed to know you that well, but for the most part, the ones that you did come across, you did good with. You didn't really steer anyone wrong. Except for this fellow that was complaining about you stealing his automaton, which I'm assuming is one of those two. Also, managed to find a friend of yours, and he points at you, Rango. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a golden circle token and he kind of flicks it over to you.
Fuck. Did you finish the sign though?
I don't know anything about a sign.
Never put that sign up.
But he was leaving with a big old basket of, I think it was breadsticks or something. I'm not really sure what it was. But anyways, Santiago Belusi, I think he was.
Aye.
And he told me all about your golden circle, and he tried to give me some sales pitch about something. I don't really remember what it was. He wasn't a very good salesman. Anyways, he seemed like a nice enough fellow, and he also vouched for you and your family, Rango. So I did my investigating. I heard about what you've done. And you at River March. You all were gone. But, well, we talked to a couple of the Night Fellows. What was their name? I don't remember. Anyways, they told us that, that you had made your way to Orkandi, or going to. You went into this, sewer system, you teleported out, bada bing, bada boom. So we sent, the Admiral over to grab you, because we knew we needed more people, but we needed the best of the best, and someone we felt like we could trust. Enough, anyways. To be honest with you, I didn't think most of us were going to come out alive. But I didn't think us four alone, the Hammer Squad, was going to be enough, so we needed more. I figured you were our best option.
Why do you have Santiago's pin? Is he
Well,
alive?
David, last time I seen him, he was on a ship headed out of here.
Was he give you the pin as a token of good faith?
Well, he said that Rango's a bit like myself and keep things close to his chest, so if I just walked up and didn't know you, that I might have to show you this to gain your trust, but I was able to turn you all around easy enough.
Any idea where the ship was headed?
Yeah, go ahead.
The ship? Well, it wasn't too long ago, a couple people told us that they're, Orkandi, they were accepting refugees. So, I believe that way, or just somewhere, anywhere out of Branacor, to be honest with you.
You saw him leave on the ship?
Last time I seen him, he was boarding a ship.
I'll incite that. Double down.
I was waiting for it.
That's a nat 20.
He
31
murdered.
total.
No, I was joking. He saw. Yeah, the last time he's telling the truth. The last time he saw him, he was getting on a ship.
Alright, and then so I'll just try to catch Rango's attention and just give him a nod. It's like the whole old Hakeem days, dog. That's wild.
Hell yeah.
Saoirse, back to you. You see, like me, you're a dwarf. And, well, my great grandfather, I don't know how many times removed, but the original Harper, the one that's got the wall named after him, well, you know, he's part of the Mountains Gut, and he kind of led the big charge through River March and all the way up to the north, whenever the dragons were still around, which they seem to have come back now, and kind of set up that barricade to keep them away from the rest of you know, civilization. Anyways, there's plenty of paintings and stuff. See, I got a nice home, a couple actually in Branicore, one in River March, and a couple other places. The Harpers have been here for ever since the first one. But anyways, I kind of, you know, it's our family's duty to kind of protect Branicore and do what we can. So I did a stint at the Harper's Wall. Eventually, I got old enough to where I was able to retire. So I kind of settled down for a little bit, but then all this stuff happened. So I suited back up and grabbed my friends, and you know, do what we do best, that kind of thing. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent now. You see, plenty of paintings and historical documents. My father, he had a really good mate, kind of like my, you know, he had his little crew, and well, I believe that maybe it was your great grandfather was part of his little clique way back in the day. I don't know if you would have heard anything about it. Apparently, they kind of had a falling out over a drunken thing, and yeah, don't really know the semantics of it, but your great grandfather, how many times fucking removed? He bounced out of Branicore. There wasn't nothing left for him. Don't know where he went, but it's probably where you come from. But I found it a bit strange. You know, I heard about the Goldbringers, met your friends, people you've talked to along the way, they all vouched for you. And I heard your name and I knew it. And I just found it quite funny that, you know, here you are back in Branicore. Here I am. Just like our great grandfathers fighting against the evil dragon forces of Tiamat and the kobolds. So I thought maybe, you know,
Yeah.
your group would probably be best. See.
Well, I appreciate that, Hopper. I've always wondered, heard rumors. Yeah, you said they had a falling out. I wonder if your great grandfather lied to him too.
He just kind of shies away from that a little bit. Looks a little bit sheepish.
But hear me. There's no getting out of this for us now. Whatever happened down in that sewer, from what we're led to believe, we may have just added another weapon in Tiamat's arsenal. And if we have any chance of saving this region, this world, against her wrath, we do it together. And then I'll extend my hand out to him for a dap.
He gives you a little dap.
Nice.
Not me.
Now,
I'm sorry,
it's alright.
but I'm done. I've got to look after Simmons here. And you can see Simmons is like doing that like infant thing where he's making spit bubbles and he just got drool kind of going down his chin. Yeah, he's basically doing that. I'm old and broken. He points at his legs that are still all fucked up. And the several third-degree burns all over his body and cuts and lacerations bleeding. And you begin to
Oh,
wonder
you just
yourself,
need
how
8
is this
hours
man-
rest. You're
How is
fine.
this man alive?
You're fine. Yeah. Okay.
Where did?
Uh,
Go ahead.
I'll say to him, yeah, we're all beaten to quite a shit right now.
Hey,
Well, even if we can't drag you along with us. So if you're out, What I said still stands. You can help us. Even if it's not in combat. We can still do this together. And I'm gonna need you to start with telling us everything you know about what's been happening here, this ledger, Tiamat, anything. No more lies.
Well, so that's fair enough. So, here we go. And he begins kind of breaking down everything. A lot of what he just said was written in the ledger and kind of is like a death note in case he died. And he just wanted you
Okay.
guys to see that.
Yeah.
He explains is why he gave it to Harpy. But most of it is kind of planning for this operation. But you do see a nice map. And so, update to your all's map. If you all remember, this is kind of the map that you had before with the information on everything. There's a new map that he brings before you. It is the same map, just updated, and it looks a lot nicer.
Oh.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Hello, hello, hello.
And he points out on several key things in the map. This one's new. First of all, like you, he has a lot of information on the Dragon Barrel sites that he has kind of made noted.
Where Kenny was found. Oh, I miss that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also you see that there's several, what look to be like pictures of like soldiers in different areas that seem to be, they have titles next to them of like armies and names and things like that. And there's also several markers where some battles and conflicts kind of happened. There's also a thing over by Port Branicore, which is on the map. It hasn't been revealed yet in the game, so don't meta game, but they're coming.
Oh, nice. Cool.
They're coming.
Oh, wait. No, they aren't. They're leaving. Oh, wait, that's us. Never mind.
Did you guys?
Oh, that. You're talking about. Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
Right, I was about to say, there's a couple of things listed on here. One of them we knew was coming this way.
This kind of
No,
looked like
and
an
we did not
automaton
know.
to me at first, and I was like, oh, no, they're not coming. They're leaving.
All right.
Now you see the other one though. Come on now.
Hell yeah.
So he begins kind of breaking all of that down to you guys and explaining all of that. It takes approximately, I don't know, probably like half an hour to an hour for him to break everything down. He goes into full detail. He talks about
During that time, I want to post up the skeletons at any entrance to the building.
yeah, they're watching. They're valiant in their stance. How long do
Perfect.
they last?
24 hours.
Oh god, yeah, they're
Hell
in there
yeah.
for the
Use
long
the
haul.
restroom, but I'm listening.
All right. So you see that he's got markers for. He went during his big investigation of Talmet Var. He found the Hydra's lair, so he made note of that. He begins explaining how General Hargrove was kind of the person in command of the evacuation of Port Branicore, and that Battle of Port Branicore is still one of the battles that's kind of ongoing, although it is wrapping up. General Hargrove's army was pretty much going to be a while a lot of as many people got out, they were basically going to stay behind and die. But at this point, it seems like they might have turned the tide kind of quite a bit. Admiral Pilla's voyage, just above that to the north, he begins explaining how there was an admiral that they were looking to try and help relieve the stress that's going on at Harper's Wall during the first outbreaks of the war. And they had like kind of a bird, like a messenger pigeon, that would kind of fly from the boat and back and forth. And they lost contact with him somewhere up where that marker is, and they presumed that there was some kind of fighting that happened. Further to the right, the second Battle of the Colossus happened after the first Battle of the Colossus. The Battle of the Colossus, when Starmount kind of released the Colossus and their armies out, the Colossus began indiscriminately killing everything in its path. Civilians, Mountain's Gut, kobolds, everybody. They were just wrecking house on everybody in its way. Some Mountain's Gut people got involved in both battles, which is why they are documented on here. But it was mostly between General Belos and his Kobold Horde, which is to the north. Last known location of General Belos is there at the bridge leading over the river towards Northope. General Belos, on his march down to the south to go attack Port Brandicourt, as that was his main goal from the beginning, instead of stopping in Northold and kind of occupying it, they just ran through, pillaged it, and grabbed all the supplies they could need to get their armies fed and down to the south. A lot of Northold people began making their way to Harper's Wall to hold off the main force where a lot of the dragons currently are. With Captain Archibald of the Wall Guard. He is the leader of the Harper's Wall Guard, and contact with him has been cut off for several weeks now. Last they know, that they were still fighting up there for Harper's Wall. Further off to the east, over this little mountain where y'all found Kenny, you had Jazdrek's Kegbilly's Rangers. They were some people that were actually not even in Brandicourt when this kind of happened. They were part of, they're kind of like a mercenary group. But the people that were stationed at Raven Rook, Mountain's Good people, they decided to give relief to the people of Harper's Wall, and the best way they could do that was to just charge straight in as far as they could, which is Janek's Crusade. Presumably all of them died in the Cursed Wood fighting, just trying to hold off as many as they could. From a smaller army, Yap Yap's Kobold army. Yap Yap, he explains, is this little red kobold, and he has his other kobolds carry him around in a big throne, and like he's just this little gremlin of a creature. But for some reason, all these kobolds tend to follow him. They've had some skirmishes, the first and second Battle of Cursed Wood over there by Raven's Rook. He then begins to talk about how Starmount, the Battle of River March is kind of what kicked all this off, when the kobolds came out from underneath there, and River March fell. After River March fell, Starmount's Warforged army soon kind of came out and drove off the kobolds that came out of there. A lot of those kobolds aren't even around anymore. They managed to push them out, which Mountain's Gut at the time thought Starmount was helping out. But then they kept their crusade going, and began going over River March Bridge, attacking a lot of innocent civilians. A captain who was taking leave with a couple other survivors at River March, captain named Reese, who has now been granted title of the Eastern Guard, was sitting inside Cabbageville and managed to push Starmount back across River March Bridge, where they kind of still go back and forth for control over the bridge. Dankoff's crossing, there was a...
What is this? Does he say anything about what the fuck this is?
That's just
the
Warforged.
Starmount.
Oh,
Warforged army.
Oh, okay.
So, kind of like the very beginning, whenever all this was going on as well, there was a small group of Warforged, not really an army, but kind of a small group of Warforged on small boats, try to cross the river here in Einrich's Woodlands, to kind of flank and go around Cabbageville and just get a quick victory at Founder's Gate. But a lone woodsman named Dankoff, somewhere in the woods, seeing these, what he called creatures of metal, demons of metal, were coming across, and he began spilling oil on the river and lit it up on fire, melting and destroying all those fellas that were coming across. So those Warforged are gone. Basically, that's about all the conflicts that have happened so far. The fighting's still going on. This map is not currently up to date, but it's about as up to date as you're going to find anywhere, as it is hard to communicate across such a vast open area.
As told by a liar, by a known liar.
As told, and all this comes from him, and he just kind of points it out. So you can take his word for it or not. I know his word to you probably doesn't mean much.
No, I think it's 100% now.
Yeah, it's definitely not, because the DM spent all the time putting everything.
I'm just gonna say that.
You're telling me that the DM
It's
wouldn't
all
put
a ruse.
the
None of
DM
it's
wouldn't put a
real.
bunch of effort into lies?
You all wake up. You're all at a slumber party and
Wait.
having an acid trip. Welcome back to reality. End campaign. It's been fun. See y'all later.
Wait a second. When did you put this in RP chat? I thought that you sent it directly to him. What the fuck?
No.
Yeah, you can delete that now if you want.
You want me to
Got
delete it? Okay.
Hold on. Let me Control C.
Yeah, don't read that. It's Gangu's special message. I just
got
couldn't
it.
send it to him in a message.
I got it.
Did you read it?
I didn't. I saw that it was from Bastion. I did see that. But
Okay.
it's fine.
All right, I'll just send it to you in a message so we have it for good.
Okay.
My message is too long.
Oh, I have it written down somewhere,
Yeah.
so I don't.
I
I,
got
have
in
it saved,
notebook.
so I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So Durnan spends about 45 minutes to an hour kind of breaking all of that down and explaining everything. Also, another thing is that Fowler still seems to be keeping out of it, although still Mountain's Gut still suspects him of funding and aiding Starmount as Thiesgard and all of Valor's landing has pretty much been cut off from communication at this point, at least in Brannicore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he kind of wraps up explaining all that, breaking all that down. He goes back over to where he took a lot of his equipment off. He gathers it all up in his arms. He goes back over to the table where he kind of started laying out this little map and explaining it to you guys.
I wanna
Well,
read those rings.
okay. Cool. As Rango is reading the rings, Durnan lays out all of his equipment out on this table. Well, I don't really have a use for this anymore. At least, I don't plan to have a use for it if I can help it. You're free to have it. As far as Artis' stuff, he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out the dagger and the ring. Well, I want to keep one of these things for myself, but it also would help me, I think, knowing that something of Artis was out there kicking us, or at least Aiden. So I'll give you one, but I need to keep the other as a remembrance from my friend. So you want the dagger or the ring?
That's cool. Who is that question directed at? All of us?
All of you.
What do they do?
Anything special about him?
Well, I think they're both pretty magical, but magic's not really my forte, is it? You know, he could do a couple things. He made dimension doors or whatever. Some ice stuff would happen. You know, a lot of different things. Really.
Can I Arcana check him?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, that's a 7.
They're super magical, both of them.
Yeah.
And they both of them, you know, they're magical, and they both hold multiple properties.
Yeah. Man, if he laid his sword down though.
Oh, he laid his sword down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd like to take a look at that. I mean the dagger is going to be most helpful to Ochita, but you have that other one too. But if you could, I think the dagger. I think the dagger.
A monk with dimension door.
Yeah, exactly.
Lol.
That's what just flashed in my head, and that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because Ochita has his ice stuff. Sorry if this is too meta.
No, you can be meta. You're fighting
Yeah,
a war, dude. Meta's
yeah, I think
alright.
because Ryan said dimension door stuff and ice stuff, and I remember catching him saying something that the ring had like
Mhm.
frost on it. So I think the dagger might be
Dude.
more used to us.
Picturing the fucking dagger doing dimension door. I don't guess that it was described the way that I picture it, but just
I
fucking
remember
take
when
out the
artists
dagger and
flipped.
just fucking slash
Yeah.
and like a fucking door, like from the slash it like tears open
That's what I'm
space.
saying, dude. Well, there was. Am I remember that right? There was one time he was like on the rooftop
Yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah.
And he fucking zipped. Yeah. I say the dagger. Ochita, step up and take it, boy.
I see the dagger.
Well, you pick up the dagger. Is this your final decision?
Oh god damn
Yeah.
it.
You take the dagger. Ojitai has gained the dagger called Bookmark. It's a magical item.
Bookmark. It's a cool
I know
name.
that one exists because I've looked and seen that, but I haven't read
Oh
it.
my god, it's legendary, bro.
Holy shit.
The other item was Ring of Winter.
+3.
What did you say about Elven Chain earlier?
Yeah, that's on the table now too.
Fucking, I'm snagging the Elven Chain.
All right. Before you snagged the Elven Chain, you were reading those rings.
Yeah. Infernal.
Holy
Cool.
crap. That fucking item is crazy.
You begin reading the rings. You see that these rings, first of all, you examine them and they seem to be forged of materials that you're not too familiar with. Maybe volcanic glass? You're not really sure. But you begin reading the Infernal, and you realize that they're saying some sort of sentence. So you begin kind of reorganizing until they make sense. And with 3 rings laid out, the sentence reads, "One who puts their faith in me will be given all the power they could wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
What that power is, you'll come to find out.
Whoa! All the power that they wish?
Yeah. What that power is, you'll come to find out with your new wings that you will tout."
Yeah. God damn it.
Dr. Seuss in the house.
Oh god. Ojitai, you could have been the 6th head of Tiamat this entire time, but you said no. You said no. Way back at the university.
Ojitai, Rango reads this out loud, and Ojitai feels regret.
God, that would have been sick!
Oh, no, just fucking
Down here in the goddamn mud gutter with these gold bringers, I could be
all I got is
soaring.
this lame ass dagger. Could have been a fucking dragon.
Pretty bitchin'
I'm putting
dagger.
a bookmark in this and going back a few chapters. Screw this.
All right, cool.
That's
So
wild.
that's what
That's
those
wild.
say.
How cool is that? That's so dope. Oh
Right.
my god.
So that's what those say. Cool. So you pick up the set of Elven chain,
Yeah.
chain shirt. So you can add that to your inventory if you'd like.
Wait, it's Elven chain, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
but I mean it's a chain shirt. Like it's just like what the armor type is.
Oh yes.
Elven chain.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Cool. So what's left on this table is his sword, which he is called Grimbolt. He explains to you Grimbolt. He says, "Never let me down in a battle. It's super sharp, really great." His boots, which he explains to you, just kind of make him feel like he can, he explains some movie or not a movie, but a story, a tale of some kid in a rundown baseball park that had shoes that can make him run faster and jump higher than anybody else. And he said those shoes remind him of that book, that story. And also a ring, which was given to him by an artist. He doesn't understand how to use it. It's some magical ring.
Wait,
Given it to him for his 18th birthday.
this is not the winter ring.
No, different ring.
And I'm sorry, what did you say after the sword, or was there something?
The sword, the boots, and then this ring.
Yeah, what were the boots?
It
You ever seen
it's gonna be
Sandlot?
Yeah. He described the Sandlot movie. You never
Have
seen
you ever
Sandlot?
seen the Sandlot?
What is it?
Please tell me you've seen the Sandlot.
I've seen the Sandlot. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I was
so you
I was
know,
adding
like-
Elven chain.
The shoes. that
These
he
shoes can
fucking
make a
laces
kid
up.
jump higher and run faster.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's to help a slow little dwarf like
Okay,
get around.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just. Does anyone want any of that? Because I could take all 3 right now.
What's the ring? What's the ring do?
I don't know what the
Let's
ring is.
find out what the ring does.
magical.
I would do identify. He says he doesn't understand how to use it, so I do identify to find out what it is. But the
Artist gave it to him for his 18th birthday, is what he said.
there you go. I am definitely interested in all 3. But if something can add to anyone's kit, then we can split
What
it.
are you casting Identify on? Is somebody casting Identify?
If I get the ring, I'll cast on the ring.
Okay.
And I guess so he named the sword. Does he know?
He calls it Grimvault, and he says that it's never steered me wrong.
Okay.
It's super sharp, and it just seems like it really likes to just kill things.
All right, then I would take the night to to
Okay.
identify both. Oh, all
Um,
three actually. But
You guys are in a pretty safe area if you guys would like to long rest.
What time of day is it?
You guys went in during the day, and right now the sun's kind of setting, so it's beginning to get really late now.
Okay.
yeah, before we I'd ritual cast identify on all three before we sleep, and then probably should talk amongst ourselves as well. I would imagine.
All right. Cool. So, but would you guys like to have a long rest? I'll say that the talk. part
Yeah,
of it
I'm
can be
gonna
part of
I'm
that.
gonna
Yeah.
tiny hut.
Okay. So inside the temple, you tiny hut inside the temple.
Yep.
Cool. Well, if you guys would like to know, some cool stuff, you guys in that encounter faced against the enemy that was challenge rating 14.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Hold up. Well, no, pause. It's not hell yeah, yeah. Just a second.
But
Just-
I took
just
away
a-
all of his good moves
Yeah,
and halved his health.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta look at y'all don't understand how many tabs I had open during that. You might have, because it felt slow for me. All right, you guys faced off against a challenge rating 14, beat that. A challenge rating 18 beat that, and a challenge rating 19 and beat that, all in that one encounter.
Let's go.
So I
Felt
feel
that.
like
Gamer
Is that
moments.
Like that.
I feel like with
Yeah, say
that
it.
and
Yeah.
with all the small boys that you also killed and
Yeah.
and I
Just
feel
say
like we're getting to a really good chapter in this. I think you guys have. You can level up if you'd like.
Oh yeah,
Pog!
big pog, big pog. This is a big resupply in stock right here. God
Hell
damn.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So, how do we want to? Do we
Oh
want to
yeah,
like
yeah, here.
let this drift into the? But like, do we want to handle the level up stuff first, or the 3 item stuff first, or the talking about what the fuck we're gonna do shit?
Let's do the level up first. Just
Okay.
where the fuck is? Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and apply that long rest, and holy shit, this is what Critical Role must feel like. I am 10 health, no spell. Like I have my 1/6 level spell, and
Dude,
that's
so
it.
I
tapped.
spent
I am completely tapped.
when we took that
Damn.
big long break, I spent weeks and weeks and weeks going through my brain. I was like, they're strong, but are they strong enough?
Dude,
Because I was like, I really want this encounter. Like, things gotta die. I need them to fill.
yeah.
Who dies is gonna be it's up to the dice, but I need some things to die.
me
Yeah.
and Scotty were doing a little bit of messaging back and forth as the fucking giant demon broke through the ice wall.
Yeah. And so remember how he was moving so fast? He used as an action teleporting and then using all 80 of his flying feet to move. So he was teleporting,
Jesus.
flying, teleporting, flying. He was just fucking.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
Just
he was just coming.
Yeah. The only missing it seems like the outlier though, which is strange. Like I
Right.
want to know why he's there, because I don't think we got any information on that, because his corpse fucking blew up.
I'm assuming
you
it's
don't really
Talmet
know.
Var. Or Talmet-
What? No. No, dude.
No.
Come on now.
I give you
Cole,
that one for
if you
free.
don't see it yet, I'm just gonna say it. Talmet Var just ascended and is now the 6th head of Tiamat. Like that's what just happened. We killed her and they had some fucking preordained shit, like where when she died she was gonna dark phoenix her way to God status. Come on now. If you don't see, there it is.
Well,
and if
why-
it's not right, then
Why
I
did-
can't wait to
why-
watch this VOD
why
back
did
and
she-
see Ryan grin.
Why did we have to kill her?
No. Well,
Well,
that's
why
not-
wouldn't she have just killed herself?
Because I
Good
assume there's something
game.
that I'm sure there's something that goes into that with like the semantics. But like, didn't it feel to you that it was a little too easy against her?
Yeah, that's why I was like, whenever I started
Yeah.
blasting her, I was like, is this an illusion?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh,
I
think, hold on. With the whole killing yourself thing, think about every religion or like worshiping of deity in the world. Even the kamikazes had to try to kill other people before they went out to ascend.
Yeah. Can't take the easy way out, man.
No.
Becoming
Suicide
a
is illegal in every religion, but if you die
And, like-
in the name of the god, then it's okay.
Yeah. and I think there's some beautiful poetry, and I'm gonna give Ryan a shit ton of credit because we first encountered Talmet Var using a false Hydra, which literally, like by definition, as you cut one head off, two fucking spawn, and now she has fucking gone through her shit and has been reincarnated as a new fucking head on the worst Hydra in the world right now, which is Tiamat. That's amazing. It was so good, dude.
It's all
Like,
coming together now.
it's so good. Like,
I hadn't pieced that together. That is pretty good.
yeah.
It's all coming together.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Big kudos to DM.
He's
here.
beginning to believe.
Yeah.
What's his face used to say?
God damn it. It's
Alright.
it's yeah, I'm excited.
I'm
All right.
rolling this dice.
All right, I'm gonna take a potty break while you guys will.
I said I was rolling this dice.
I'll be back.
I think my other computer just fucking broke.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's catching up.
Your video feed definitely did fail. Yeah, it's
I got a
5.
5.
That's not bad. That's good.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yep.
So we're at 1. Whopping 84 HP, boys. All right,
That's pretty
let me
decent.
stop
Pretty
that. Stop that stream. I gotta go down here. Who's next?
Sure. I'll go.
Go for it.
I'm a little behind though, so maybe I shouldn't. But wait, can share here, right? Yes. All right. I'm gonna hit this long rest. Oh yes, recover. Nice. That's big pog.
Yep.
All right, go here.
Roll a
Level.
d8. Yeah.
13, and then now roll. I'm a D8. Here we go, boys. That's not bad. We take that. We take middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road.
All right, so that's 60 now. All right. Oh, just one shy. You know, just never fully there. Sersha.
I always said you were a little short.
Lamau.
Oh, I
Lamau.
get with that.
All right.
Nothing, right? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Here.
All right, Jatai, what do we got? We're doing another. Is that a monk or is that a fighter?
The monk. We're done with the fighter 7. We'll take that.
Ooh, okay.
Oh hell yeah.
And I am now immune to poison and disease.
All right.
Holy.
Oh.
No,
Holy
don't
shit.
put any more creatures that can do poison damage in my game.
He is.
All right, another peek behind the screen. really fast.
Ascended.
So, because Hammer Squad has served its purpose. They are gone. Which you guys like, you'll never guess where I got the inspiration from them from. In a million years, you'll never guess. I'll give you a clue. There's only 2 in that group. I expanded it to 4 because your group had 4.
Starsky and Hutch.
No, it is a detective group though. You'll never guess. You'll never
That's
guess.
so funny.
It's a
What do you got?
detective group. Can you say
In
which
21
two?
Jump Street. In
Oh
21
my
Jump Street, at the
gosh,
end,
that's so
when
funny.
Johnny Depp and the old 21 Jump Street dude
Oh,
gets killed, it was supposed. I was like, dude, what if there was a group that was like identical, had 4 of them, and there's one that was like metal and like he didn't really talk though, but like he's just metal, and there was like one that's like real agile, and there's one that's like he does range stuff, but he went stupid, so I didn't get to do a lot of his range stuff. And there's
yeah.
one that's like up there, up close, you know. And I was like, oh, dude. And it's like just like you seeing them die and all the friends go away, and it's like, man, dude, I really love you guys. Makes the group tighter.
That's awesome.
Alright, barbarian.
All right,
do that.
barbarian.
big
get
D12
up
whammy. Big D12 whammy.
D12 whammy.
Ooh.
there. Ow, 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 ow.
It's a little
What do you get
rough.
the
That
I
one
do
hurt
get,
my marbles.
It's a little rough.
2 additional damage dice for
Oh!
Oh God.
Wait,
so
what?
wait.
criticals. So I'm about to be looking like this on a crit.
Oh
Yeah,
my
plus 12.
god. So that's on nat 20s, you get 2 extra damage dice on top of doubling?
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
This
I
increase-
missed it earlier.
Wait.
I should have gotten 1 extra on the crit that I had at the very beginning.
Oh,
but
I
I completely forgot about
see.
this.
I see. That's
don't-
wild.
Yeah. And then at 17, it increases to 1 more.
Yeah, I don't think cleric I don't think. What did you get, Rango? Did you get some cool stuff?
I
On
don't know yet. I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, because I think I just get
Creating a
probably
warlock.
some spells.
Oh, I get another Mystic Arcanum.
That's
I
funny.
get
You caught on to
another
the false hydra
spell.
thing.
Ooh, okay, that is big. It unlocked a 7th level spell for me, so
Yep.
that's pretty pog.
Yeah. I don't know
Oh,
which
and
one.
my proficiency went up. Wait, so am I rolling plus 12s on my wisdom stuff now?
Nice.
Plus 12s on the
You're crazy.
wisdom? That's wild.
Shit, that's crazy.
My passive
All
All right, take
perception
it
went
back.
up to
Unlevel.
22.
Unlevel. Retreat. Take it back.
Dude, I'm about out here start to feel like Orem here after a while with a 22 passive perception. It's ridiculous.
Whoa.
What
That's
are
cool.
what are these items looking like?
Yeah, I'll do the identify on all 3, ritually.
Oh yeah, don't forget that Ojitai, you have the stalks for eyes and you have the ear.
Oh,
the
I
ears.
have Dumbos. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And apparently, yeah, as you said in the previous, that worries me because you said in the previous session that it was more of like more than a curse. I don't know how the hell it's gonna go away.
Yeah, my one question for the eye stalks is, can I like pull them in to where they're normal, like normal eye height at least, or are they always?
Yeah. They're still got to be. Your eyes are always gonna be protruding from your head for now, until you figure out a way to reverse it. But I'll let you. Yeah, you can.
What if he spent a little bit of this long rest, like just really like trying to
I'm just
flex them in?
I'm just really messing with them, trying to figure out
Right.
what I can do.
Roll a
Like,
strength check. If you get anywhere between an 8 and a 12, you successfully do it. Too little, you don't do it. Too much, you rip your eyes off.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, you can do it. No, yeah, you're
Take
good.
a chance, roll the dice.
40% chance I just lose my eyes. That's
Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that. No. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
All right, y'all. I've got to wrap it up.
Yeah, I was thinking that this was probably a good place to.
Yes, perfect.
We can do some more RPing when we get back.
Yeah,
All right,
sounds
cool.
good.
Well,
Goodbye, stream.
adios.
An art
Adios.
stream.
Yes, it's probably done.